Carnival Cruise do not want y'all on their boats, okay? They said no non-battery operated fans, no wobble dance, no afros, no black people. Go away. We don't want it at all.
Party canceled. So we just sailed away, baby. Ain't no party. This is the first time we ain't had no line dance music. There is no hype to this party. We just out here. Just out here. Ain't no sail away party. We just sailing away.
So a lot of people have been making noise about the new rules for Carnival Cruise Line. A lot of black people saying that they're being racist. They don't want black people on their boat anymore. When in reality, it's not about racism. It's about y'all Negroes, not all of us, but the ones that they're trying to keep off their boat. A lot of y'all Negroes that be on Carnival don't know how to act. And I'm pretty sure the majority of black folks that sail Carnival cruises, they know how to behave, but it's just been a lot of ratchetness associated with that boat. And me personally, I have been on 4 cruises in my whole life, and I think out of the 4 cruises I went on, 1 was Carnival and the other 3 were Royal Caribbean. And I did Carnival when I was, a teenager. That was our very first time, and we sailed out of Miami. And it was so long ago. I was like 16. I mean, that was over 20 years ago. So I can't remember exactly the type of people that were on the boat, but because it was out of Miami, I do remember it was a lot of Cubans, a lot of white Hispanic Cubans. There of course were black people on the boat. It was a pretty mixed crowd, and it was cool. I mean, the food was good. My parents had been on cruises before, so they told us what to expect, and it was without incident. I met some cool people from New York, New Jersey. Like I said, some Latino people, Cuban people. I didn't realize how cool they were. Some of them, of course. I know all of them ain't like that, but I just had a good time. I mean, we hung out with a bunch of other teenagers. We met some people from St. Louis. It was a bunch of people from a bunch of places, and we had a good time. But like I said, we was teenagers, so I couldn't really analyze the situation like I can as an adult. And out of my 3 Royal Caribbean experiences, Royal Caribbean is laid back, good food, nice amenities, and when you sail out of port, you can see the other cruise ships like Norwegian, Carnival, etc. And you see the different crowds on the different boats. Of course, Norwegian is more old, laid back. A lot of white people. I don't really see a lot of partying on the Norwegian boats, but I do see a little bit more of a rowdy crowd on the Carnival boat. And of course, Carnival is cheaper, so it attracts a younger, blacker demographic, because young black people can afford to spend $300-400 on the 3-4 day cruise versus $1,000-1,500 for 5-day, 7-day Royal Caribbean or Norwegian cruise. But I'm gonna play some clips because I just find it to be just kind of ridiculous the way some of these people are melting down. And when you see some of the behavior that's going on this boat, you understand why they're doing what they're doing. But in my opinion, it should have never got this bad in the first place. I believe that Carnival did this to themselves by allowing this people smoking weed, people selling weed, fighting. They banned some people last year for fighting at the Galveston. Galveston, Texas has a cruise port, and when they were getting off the boat going back to port, they were fighting in the port. And I know black people. I'm from Georgia. This is one of the blackest states in the country. Okay, so I know y'all. I know how ninjas operate. I grew up around y'all. I've been around y'all my whole life, so I know how y'all act. Y'all twerk on top of tables. Y'all fight. Y'all be loud and ghetto and ratchet on land. So I can imagine how y'all act on the water, and you on a boat with a bunch of people that's like you. So
gonna get, because this is the supervisor, the manager, the team lead right here. What's her name? Maria. Maria just told me that corporate decided that they cannot give you anything else. So you might want to get out of line and go home. Maybe you might want to get a customer service number, because they are not going to give you anything than what you have right now. Despite you sweating 5 nights every single night that you've been on this ship. This is not customer service. Y'all dead ass wrong for that. No AC, yeah, you call the goddamn security. Get me off this bitch. You better not touch me.
You see what I'm talking about? They fighting at the food station, throwing chairs at each other. The lady was yelling about her AC not working. I understand she upset, it's hot. I get it, sweetheart, but all that yelling and that don't change nothing. Like, why we gotta be so loud? Like, why can't we just be professional and say, hey, I'm in cabin number 255. My AC ain't been working for the past couple of days. Can I potentially get a maintenance person to come check it out? Or I done called a maintenance person, ain't nobody showed up. It's a certain way to go about doing things. It's a certain decorum that a lot of ratchet black people, because I know a lot of us do know how to act and we do know how to be professional, but the ratchet Negroes are the problem. It's the Pookies and the Shaniquas and Sharondas that are causing Carnival to implement these new rules. And I'm gonna go over some of these new rules. I got a couple more clips.
Carnival Cruise is about to start running a tight ship, honey. They have implemented some new rules because they are sick and tired of y'all shit. And I know for a fact they probably about to up them prices because they are tired of being the projected cruise on the sea. They said all solo travelers have to be over 21 now. And if you are the ages between 18 and 20, you have to have a supervised person with you that's over the age of 25.
19 people got kicked off of a Carnival cruise in the middle of the Bahamas. But before you get mad at Carnival Cruise for doing this to paid guests, let's talk about what it takes for them to kick you off, and then what happens if you do get kicked off. The Code of Conduct for Carnival Cruise highlights the importance of guests demonstrating care and respect towards others and emphasizes that disruptive behavior, such as excessive noise or illegal activities, will not be tolerated. They do charge a $500 penalty to disruptive guests, which would mean that all 19 of them had to pay $500. But Carnival emphasizes that they hope to rarely need to enforce this. So if they had to pay this money and they got kicked off, they did something really bad. Now, let's say my family got kicked off of the boat right now, July 1st. I have tried to look up flights from Bimini to any airport that they fly to, and I can't find any flights for over a week. But there is a ferry that will take you from Bimini to Miami. It takes about 2 hours and it costs $681. The $500 fee alone times 19 people is $9,500. Add in the ferry fee and you are well over 10 grand. And that's if you didn't have to buy a hotel room last minute for all of these people.
So I found this new rule list here. It says Carnival Cruise new rules effective June 2025. Guests under 18 must follow a 1 a.m. curfew in public areas unless with an adult 21 or older. Solo cruisers must be 21 or older or sail with someone 25 or older. Teens 18 to 20 must be booked with a guardian. Fan ban. Carnival has banned folding clack fans inside nightclubs and indoor dance floors for safety. Battery-powered fans are still allowed. That's y'all boots on the ground people with those fans. Pool chair rule. Leave your chair for 40 plus minutes unattended. The crew may clear your items. So they're going to be watching chairs and make sure that people don't just put stuff on the chairs and walk away for an hour or two and come back and then they can still keep the chair. Behavior equals consequences. I guess bad behavior equals consequences. Disruptive guests can be removed with no refund and fined up to $500. And then, of course, check in online, blah, 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 blah. So like that white lady just showed y'all, 19 people got kicked off at the next port, which was in the Bahamas. A lot of these cheaper cruises, they just go from Miami to the Bahamas because it's a short boat ride. And the Bahamas is probably one of the closest and easiest, islands to go travel to from the state of Florida. So if you act a fool on the boat, they will kick you off the boat in the Bahamas And getting back to America, that's on you. You got to pay for a flight. You got to pay for the ferry ride, which is over $600, almost $700. So you can really be SOL if you decide to act a fool. So I'm not mad at these rules. A lot of black people are not mad at these rules. Some are, some are not. But at the end of the day, a lot of us do know how to act, and it's really not about race. It's about bad behavior, and a lot of y'all Negroes ain't never been corrected on y'all's bad behavior.
Y'all know damn well Carnival Cruise is not racist. Like, what y'all talking about? Like, what are you talking about? It's not a black people issue. It's the ratchet, igga shit. And we know that already. And I'm from the hood, born and raised again, Southside Chicago, Inglewood, right? And when you in the hood, you see large groups of igga shit, dumb ratchet shit, you go the other way. Because what's going to happen? Somebody going to get shot. Somebody going to get murdered. Somebody's going to get hurt, go to jail, whatever. So when you from that shit, you know, in order to survive, you move away from it. You go the other way, right? The caliber of wretched, ignorant motherfuckers that's getting on that Carnival Cruise is the same caliber of motherfuckers that was out here scamming for that PPP loan. Just stupid. They not used to shit. They don't have no fucking home training. They not able to conduct themselves. They just ignorant, right? And Carnival Cruise not wrong for putting rules in place because you're fucking up their business. So you got people that's out here that's working all year long, saving a hard-earned money just to have a vacation, to get away and to fucking relax. And you telling me that they have to be bothered with and put up with this wretched, ignorant, just ghetto shit. I don't like how this is turned into a black issue, because the truth is, being ignorant and ratchet and classless and ghetto, it has no color. That's the truth. Black people, we've always known how to conduct ourselves, right? And there's levels to it. You got black people that work hard, that have class.
So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here. I just want to say one more thing. Black people and white people, Latino, everybody in this country, everybody in this society knows that there's a difference between black people and the ninjas. We know that. Everybody knows it. They know that it's not all of us, but they can't come out and say we want no more ghetto black people on our boat. They can't say that because they'll be facing all kind of lawsuits. But what they can say is no more fans that be making them clacking noises. No more, leaving your chairs unattended and, being too loud. I think that there's somebody said they even banned rap music. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, because I got one more clip I'm going to show. And somebody said they went on a cruise recently, as recently as July 2nd. The date says July 2nd. And they said they were, I'm not going to play the song because I don't want to get copyrighted, but they were swag surfing in the club. And everybody knows the whole swag surfing song. And it's a popular dance associated with it. And you can actually see the folks swag surfing in the club on the cruise ship. So I don't know if they actually have banned rap music or not. That may just be a rumor. Folks just be saying all kind of stuff. But they just basically saying, man, leave that ghetto behavior at the door. And all these women walking around with their butt cheeks out and breast out. And it's just too much, man. It's too much. But I do blame Carnival for this, because they allowed this to perpetuate for so long that the black folks that act like that go on their boats, they used to it. And for them to try to change things up, all of a sudden they got a problem with it. So like the video for me, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll catch y'all on the next one.